Welcome everybody, this is Sandwich Slayer, and in this video we will find out if we can run Fortnite on the cheapest gaming PC that I could find. Let's get to it. This beauty cost me 40 euros. That's roughly 45 US dollars. Let's take a look inside and see what we've got. It has an Asus P5k motherboard from 2007, an Intel Q8300 quad-core processor running at 2.5 GHz, 4 GB of DDR2 RAM, and a GTX 275 graphics card from 2009. So that means that all these components are over 10 years old. Still, people always claim that you can run Fortnite on any potato PC, so I guess we will have to find out if that's true. But before we begin, I have to apologize for the poor quality of the footage. Every time I try to record the gameplay with OBS, it looked like this. The PC simply isn't powerful enough to run the game and record at the same time. Because of that, I was forced to use an external camera. Right here I'm playing at 1080p with high settings and the frame rate is absolutely atrocious. I'm getting 10 FPS on average and it makes the game completely unplayable. Take a look at this. I can barely get up these stairs because the game is stuttering all the time. Trying again at 1080p with low settings, and this is actually a lot better. I'm running at 30 to 40 FPS on average and the game feels fairly smooth. So yes, you can play the game with this hardware if you really want to, but personally I wouldn't recommend it. Because if you look closely you can see that I'm still getting frame dips into the low 20s. And that will get you killed in a competitive game like this. So let's see if we can change that with a few hardware upgrades. It's still a budget build, so I try to keep it as cheap as possible. I'm going to add 2 GB of RAM, bringing the total to 6 GB. And I'm also replacing the graphics card with a GTX 550 Ti. This card is roughly 30% faster and also has more memory. I also got an Intel Pentium E6600. It's a dual-core processor that runs at 3 GHz. And I was hoping that the higher clock speed would make up for the lack of cores. But I quickly found out that Fortnite runs a lot better on a quad-core, despite the lower clock speed. So we are going to stick with the 8300. Trying again at 1080p with high settings. It's still not great, but this time I'm actually able to get 20 FPS. It's better, but still not playable. And yes, I really should have taken that shield potion. Running the game on low makes it all a lot smoother. I'm playing the game at 50 to 60 FPS on average, with some frame dips into the 40s and 30s. You can see that the CPU is bottlenecking since it's constantly running at 100%, while the graphics card is not even running at 50%. Changing the settings to medium will fix this. On medium, the CPU and GPU are both running at around 80%, resulting in 60 FPS on average. And I'm also not getting any more frame dips. The problem is that the frame rate still drops when I'm in an area with a lot of buildings. Right now I'm randomly shooting at things and I'm getting 30 to 40 frames on average. So, can you play Fortnite on a $45 PC? Well, technically you can, but should you? No, absolutely not. Please, don't do this to yourself. Just keep saving that money and get yourself some better hardware. Even an i3 will do better than this antique quad-core. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and as always, see you next time.